Actually, not a day goes by that I don't think about that, Dorian. It was such a fluke. Mel and I just swapped seats. So I got the note that was intended for him, and that's why I got off the plane. So you're right. I was the one who should have died that day, not him. And I carry that with me all the time.
I had finally found happiness. Mel was my husband. My life was shattered when he died.
I'm sure it was. Which is why I'm wondering, how do you do it?
Do what?
How do you live with what you've done?
I will admit, I was going through hell, but I wasn't feeling defeated. I had a wonderful woman who I was working very hard to get back into my life, and I knew that I had to be on top of my game if that was going to work out. So, I mean, why would I drink? Why would I let myself go when I had so much to lose?
And what on earth am I guilty of?
Oh my God, I don't have time to get into that list right now. No, I'm specifically referring to what you did to Charlie.
Could we put some music back on? Really, atonal banging would be preferable to this pathetic...
Somehow, Dorian, somehow you got Charlie to drink that night.
And
somehow you got Charlie to fall off the wagon.
Okay, how would I possibly do that?
I don't know, you're a doctor. How did you do it,
So you're gonna kill Sarah and Christian? You're gonna kill Antonio if I don't marry him? And you claim to love me.
You'll be happy with Jonas?
No.
And I with you, my love.
Shut up. Just shut the hell up.
This is all our fault.
How could it be our fault, honey? Talia, you and I can be world leaders together.
You're dreaming if you think you are anything other than my father's stooge.
Well, I'm sorry that you are cynical. But your father and I are partners. And we both agree on the direction that Mendora should take.
Seize him!
No.
Don't stop me this time, honey. Let me kill the bastard.
I love you so much, Antonio. I can deal with anything as long as I have you. Please, just save yourself and let my father go.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Lock him up.
Please, don't. Just let him go.
I will find a way. I will come back for you.
It's pretty to think that, isn't it?
You can't stand it, can you? You see somebody with a productive life and a clear conscience, and oh, you're just overtaken with envy. It drives you mad.
Overtaken? I'll tell you what's overtaken me, and that's the conviction that you are responsible for Charlie's downfall.
No, that would belong to you.
No. Now, you were afraid that Charlie was going to tell the truth about Jared before you had a chance to at the shareholders' meeting, which would have enabled you to take over the company. See, and if Clint and Bo had learned the truth that night, before the meeting, they would have been able to do damage control, and believe me, you would not have been able to destroy as many lives as you did in one fell swoop.
Oh my, what utter nonsense. No, Viki, you are responsible for Charlie falling off the wagon because you didn't give him any sympathy, you were judgmental, you were totally emotionally withholding, but may I add, that's your usual MO.
No. Charlie says he remembers you were the last person he talked to before he started drinking.
I admit it. I did see him at the hospital.
Yeah, and you argued, right? You argued.
And you believe the word of a pathological liar?
Over yours in a heartbeat.
Oh, come on! Look, I hate to tell you this, but Charlie made up that little story. Yes, in order to shift the blame. That is what alcoholics do. Because nothing happened at the hospital. Not a thing.
I think I know myself pretty well. And I just can't believe that I would take a drink without even knowing about it.
If you didn't take that first drink, Charlie, what happened?
Well, I think I have an idea of who might have wanted me out of commission for a while. Somebody who really did not want me to tell the truth about my son.
You think someone forced you to drink?
You know, all I know is that the last thing that I remember clearly is being with this person, and she and I argued. And then after that, everything's just a blank. Except for some like weird, hazy images, and so I'm thinking that maybe I was knocked out or something.
Now, Charlie said that you were furious because he told you he was going to tell Rex the truth, that he wasn't his father.
And you believe the word of a lush who is desperately trying to get back in your, shall we say, good graces?
Let me tell you something, Dorian. Charlie is a good and he's a decent man who's had a lot of very bad breaks in his life. And believe me, if he said that you got him to drink, then that's what happened. I just wish I knew how you did it.
How much? The whole idea is ridiculous. How can you possibly force someone to drink?
I don't know. You could do it.
Right. So, being a foot shorter and 75 pounds lighter, I, with sheer brute strength, managed to force his mouth open and pour massive amounts of booze down his throat.
Well, I wouldn't put anything past you.
Are you so desperate to forgive his drinking that you will believe any lie that he throws at you?
In this particular case, he's telling the truth.
Okay, wait a second here. We are talking about a man who said that he slept with Roxy so that he could claim to be Rex's father and not Jared's. Come on! Who but a pathetically sick liar would make a claim like that?
Hey! Someone there? God damn. Oh! Are you okay?
Sometimes people aren't what they seem.
Not Dad. He's everything you said he was.
I'm glad you like him so much.
I love him. I thought you did too.
I'm real fond of Brody.
Then why did you make him go away just because he had a few beers?
I wasn't gonna make him go.
You should have seen all the other dads. They were drinking like it was New Year's Eve or something.
Brody isn't like other dads.
You're right. He's better.
Sweetie, Brody has a lot going on inside of him. Things that bother him.
The war, Mom. It's because he fought in war. Aren't you always telling me to look up to people who do that?
Just...
He was gone all that time doing something good. He's really upset that he missed all that time with you and me.
He told you that? Well, I can see how happy you are to have him around.
I am. Please, Mom, don't take him away from me.
Thank you for sharing, Charlie. We appreciate your honesty and wish you the best.
Thank you all. Thank you for your support.
Of course. So, would anyone else like to share? The gentleman at the door. Would you like to come in?
This is AA, right?
It is. Is this where you want to be?
I'm not an alcoholic, if that's what you mean.
Then why are you here?